lesson, I'm going to show you the intro to the song Sovereign and how you can play it on guitar. Now it's important to note before I play it that I'm in the key of G. If you want it in the key of A, just simply capo 2, play everything and it'll work out the same way in the key of A. But for now I'm just in the key of G. So here's what it sounds like. So we're going to start with G. You can see, of course, it's a finger picking pattern just combined with certain chords and knowing where to play. So let's start with G. Now I'm playing kind of an open G. My right hand is getting the bass note, so that low 6th string. Playing at the same time the open G or the 3rd string from the bottom. After you play that, you're going to play an alternating note. So my thumb's going to drop to the D string, which is the 4th from the bottom. So you play them together, and then you're alternating. Now you keep that alternating D going with the next notes that follow. So after that open G, you're going to take your pointer finger, because you don't really need it for anything else, and play in the 2nd fret of the G. And then following that, it's the 2nd string of the B string 0, 0, 3, 3. You can use whatever fingers you want for those. For your alternating, you're going to want to use your thumb. So that's the pattern. And you just alternate those notes with the D. And that's all it is for the G shape. Now let's go to the next chord, which is an E minor. Now really, you don't have to play anything because your notes right now are open. I like, just for reference sake, to have my pointer finger on that B, which is the A string on the 2nd fret, just in case you hit it. It'll sound like an E minor still. But you'll play the same deal with your right hand. Your thumb gets the low note, and then I'm using my middle finger for the G. So that's the same thing, 0, 0, 2, 2 on that 3rd string, 0, 0, 3, 3 on the 2nd string. Still alternating with the D. So your right hand looks the same for this pattern. You're just playing either nothing or an E minor shape with your fingers. So that takes care of the first two. Next is C, which this is a little bit different. You can hear it's similar, but our bass note starting off is different. It's a C bass note. So your thumb is going to be on the A string starting off. So still getting that G, that 3rd from the bottom, along with the A string, but of course you're holding the C shape. So you play those together. Now your alternating deal is the same thing for your thumb. Again, you're in the C shape, so it's going to sound a little different. Your middle is going to be on that 2nd fret of the D string. And what's different here is you have to use different fingers to get your pattern on your left hand. Still 0, 0, 2, 2, which I'm getting with my pointer finger. Now 0, 0 on that B, and then my pinky has to get the 3, 3. So now that's the C part. Last part. The E minor and the D, which is a C slide, which we'll talk about in a second, share a measure. So it's just half of the pattern there. So do exactly what you did for your E minor shape, just half of it. Now for the last part, you're going to take your C chord and slide it up 2 frets. This is a C slide, which equals a D chord, kind of an open sounding. It's kind of a nice sounding D chord. Now this one's a little bit different, so let me walk you through it. You'll start with the bass note just like you would on a C. The first note that you hit is your D string, so they're right next to each other. I use middle to get the bass and then pointer right below. So together, and then alternate those 2 strings, and then alternate your G and then your bass note strings. So it's a little bit of a different pattern on this chord. Now if you want to, if you don't want the, you can do something like hit those 2 and then play out something on a C. And that way it kind of lands the whole progression, because this is the last part of it, and gives you a little something different. So I'll play it for you all the way through a little slower so you can track along with it, starting with the G. This time I'm going to play it a little bit faster, and for my C slide or my D shape, I'm going to end it a little differently instead of, that way you can hear that too. So here's the same thing a little bit faster. So that's the intro. From there in the song, you can just simply play your chords, just have some sort of a simple pattern. Just playing, you can really make up your own pattern there. I'm just playing the bass note with some strings and kind of alternating back and forth. But that's the intro to the song Sovereign.